And we are in Windsor, here on Church Road in Wyandotte. Trucks in the distance going to the left are coming from the US. Traffic on the bridge going to the right is going to the US. And to the right is the University of Windsor, famous for its law society, law programs. I dated a couple different people who were involved in the psych department here. I always date smart women. And I'm walking towards Detroit right now. Here's the Catholic campus ministry. And upcoming on the right is Assumption Catholic Church. My plan is to make a video for the upcoming fireworks happening tomorrow. I will live stream. It'll be Monday at like 10 o'clock, and I think that I'll get some good views, and that's not a popular time for people to film. The exception being extreme weather makes people come out. So we'll see. And as come out, I mean go out and make their own videos. And we're just going to swing by this church quickly. This has been a busy day for me. Long train ride, 4 hours and a bit. In economy, so not comfortable. These old joints stiffen up when they don't move for hours at a time. Here's the Rosemary Chapel. I see. So Sunday Mass happens at 9, 11, and 7:30. It is now 5:30. Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Well, we'll see if I'm awake Tuesday at 8 a.m. It's worth going into this church and looking around. Now I am going to Ambassador Bridge. And we're going to jaywalk, and there's absolutely nobody in sight. There's Caesar's Windsor, the casino in town. And this is Assumption Park. I used to live here in Windsor a couple times. I came here twice, once for love, once for school. And back there is the bridge. This is the busiest route between Canada and the US. The US being our largest trading partner, Ontario being its largest partner. Here is Riverside Drive. To the left, it turns into Sandwich. This is also a little town. And lots of mama geese with their babies. Lots of geese in this town. They have very little fear. And we are looking at Detroit. In the distance, you can see the Renaissance Center, the General Motors Renaissance Center. And that is where the fireworks will be happening tomorrow evening. Yeah, and that's Detroit, home of the Lions, home of the Red Wings, home of the Tigers. In the distance over here, you can see the new bridge, the Gordie Howe Bridge, which is a massive, beautiful undertaking. Good on them. Should be open next year. This is part of the sculpture garden, Windsor's sculpture garden. They have, in my opinion, done a great job with this downtown waterfront in Windsor. This is called composition with 5 elements. Here looks like a polar bear or some kind of bear. Yes, and this is sculpture dancing bear. And Canada has always had strong ties with the US. Border towns essentially rely on each other for that kind of cooperation. Here's the giant US flag, and just on the other side of this monument is the Canadian flag. And despite the silliness that's going on right now with tariffs and attention grabbing, somehow Windsor and Detroit have managed to pull off once again a nice freedom festival culminating in fireworks, which happen tomorrow. So you can see the Canadian flag there, and we have the Canadian Vietnam Veterans Memorial right here. As long as we live, you will live. As long as we live, you will be remembered. As long as we live, you will be loved. United States Army, United States Marine Corps, United States Navy, United States Air Force, United States Coast Guard. Really cool carving of Voyagers. I was talking to my friend Carrie today about things to do for your city. They end up hurting the city. So there was a mayor when I lived here 20 years ago, did a really good job at this kind of stuff. Interesting sculpture all along the riverside. They got rid of all the shit buildings and crappy motels. And now you have unencumbered stretch, many, many kilometers long, that has become a beautiful public space and a big draw for downtown. But that same mayor decided that the farmers market that was in the old armory, which was a really cool thing, should be moved to Walker Road, away from downtown, into a venue that really sucked. I don't even think it's open now. There's something else that they did. Windsor Spitfires used to play hockey right downtown in the arena. And then they decided, well, why don't we build an arena no fucking where near anybody? And thus removing another downtown attraction from people who live here. And Windsor downtown is suffering. You have crappy souvenir stores next to crappy souvenir stores. Shuttered buildings, homeless everywhere. Bell Measure. And there we are, another view of the Ambassador Bridge. And we're gonna walk on Riverside Drive. These houses have absolutely the best view in Windsor of Detroit. Very nice, well done. English garden, a massive one on this corner lot. Now we're getting closer to the Renaissance Center. I'm still about half an hour away from that, but tomorrow I'm trying to figure out the best way to approach the fireworks. Do I start at the Ambassador Bridge and follow the crowd? I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I like what they've done with that house. Now these houses here really have an unobstructed view. Nice cinch. And now what I have done, I'm walking away from Riverside, just past Rankin and Bridge Road. There's a park where I used to play baseball and frisbee. Just having fun. They put this massive playpen thingy for kids, and there's not one kid here today because it's just too fucking hot. So I'm going to head back to the Airbnb right now and prepare for dinner, which I think I'm going to go to Chuck's Roadhouse for a cheap and delicious steak while I can watch the NBA final, Game 7. Nice skater park here. And I like these trees. So they plant these trees and they're always in risk of just drying up and dying. So they've got these, they call them gators. Yeah, tree gator. So it's full of water. And so the trees who are growing have a constant supply of water. Such a smart idea. And we're approaching University Avenue. And it's a beautiful day, but it's just hot, close to 90, 95 degrees. And here is Partington, where I started my journey. Excuse me, sir, but where is your house? A lot of student housing up this way. In Windsor, you got University of Windsor, which is in Windsor West. You have St. Clair College, where I went to school to become a chef, and that is in South Windsor. Love these big old trees. Tomorrow I'm having lunch with some friends. In the afternoon, I think I'll do a tour of downtown, which is really depressed and dangerous in some areas. In a way, what they've done is they've made homelessness a very attractive thing. So that doesn't make sense. Some cities, okay, here's an example. San Francisco, a very progressive town, would actually pay you cash money if you were homeless. So you know, if you don't have a good go where you are and you're homeless, well, go to San Francisco and they'll give you cash, and you can live in the park, and you know, it's all good times. Less progressive cities that don't have those kinds of things for people who are homeless, well, the homeless don't go there. They go to San Francisco. So Windsor, very progressive town. NDP made it very attractive for homeless people to come here because they get a good go. 3 square, place to eat, place to sleep. And then they beat the drums, and all their friends from smaller cities that are not welcoming to homeless, drug-addicted, sketchy fucks come to Windsor. And they set up shelters right in the heart of downtown, right beside the library. And it's become a real problem. And the joke is that there's more crime now in downtown Windsor than there is downtown Detroit. So I think that'll be a good video for tomorrow. Head on a swivel video with the very discreet Pocket 3. And here I am, back at my lovely Airbnb. And I will see you in the ether.